All six, The Expanse actors who also appeared in Star Trek. Many of The Expanse's cast members also appeared in the Star Trek universe. Many have wondered where The Expanse's cast have been since Season 6's end in 2022, and surprisingly, several ended up in the Star Trek franchise. Multiple actors who were in The Expanse also starred in various projects littered across Star Trek's complete timeline of both TV shows and movies. Considering the prominence of both sci-fi franchises, it only made sense that some of The Expanse's alumni also appeared in Star Trek. Shohreh Aghdashloo, who played The Expanse's Christian Avasarala, also portrayed Commodore Paris in Star Trek Beyond. While Avasarala was a more prominent character in The Expanse compared to Paris in Star Trek Beyond, the Commodore still played a significant role in the film's events. Despite being a later addition to Star Trek Beyond, Paris was linked to past Star Trek lore, and Simon Pegg previously confirmed the commanding officer of Yorktown was a nod to Tom Paris in Star Trek Voyager via X. Like any, these two characters had their differences and similarities. For example, both were highly ranked in their respective fields, and they also were responsible for overseeing large teams. However, Avasarala was far more villainous than Paris. Avasarala manipulated those around her, and she'd do anything to keep control through her role of Secretary General of the United Nations. The Expanse and Star Trek stand at opposite ends of the sci-fi spectrum, one gritty and grounded in realism, the other more optimistic and philosophically driven. But what unites both universes is their demand for exceptional actors who can carry complex narratives set in space. Unsurprisingly, several talented performers have crossed over from the belter-filled void of The Expanse to the warp-speed adventures of Star Trek. Here's a look at the 6 actors who've boldly gone where no Expanse fan has gone before. 1. Shohreh Aghdashloo, Christian Avasarala/Commodore Paris. Shohreh Aghdashloo's powerhouse performance as UN Secretary General Christian Avasarala in The Expanse is one of the show's highlights. With her commanding voice and regal demeanor, she practically redefined space politics. It's no wonder that Star Trek eventually called upon her talents. In Star Trek Beyond, Aghdashloo played Commodore Paris, a senior Starfleet officer who debriefs Captain Kirk and offers him a new command. Though the role was brief, her gravitas left an impression. Her brief stint in the Star Trek universe fit naturally. She already looked like she could run the Federation in her sleep. 2. François Chau, Jules Pierre Mao/Admiral Senetal. François Chau portrayed Jules Pierre Mao in The Expanse, the brilliant but morally compromised father of Julie Mao and the corporate puppet master behind the protomolecule. Cold, calculating, and complex, Chau's Mao was a villain who saw himself as a visionary. Chau's Star Trek connection came in Star Trek Discovery, where he appeared as Admiral Senetal, a Trill whose symbiont became vital to the arc of Adir Atoll. While most of his presence was through flashbacks and holograms, Chau imbued Senna with wisdom and warmth, a stark contrast to Mao's chilly pragmatism. 3. Andrew Rotilio, Diogo Harari/Renzo. Andrew Rotilio's portrayal of Diogo Harari, the youthful and often reckless belter radical, was one of the more volatile performances in The Expanse. Diogo's transition from idealistic rebel to power-hungry zealot was tragic and memorable. Rotilio's Star Trek appearance came in Star Trek Discovery Season 3, where he played Renzo, a character tied to the post-Burn timeline's fractured galaxy. Though his screen time was limited, his intense presence and distinctive features made him instantly recognizable to fans of The Expanse. 4. Elias Toufexis, Kenzo Gabriel/Cold-Hearted Alien. In The Expanse, Elias Toufexis played Kenzo Gabriel, a mysterious spy and double agent whose arc was cut short by the protomolecule on Eros Station. He brought a slippery charm and sense of desperation to the role. In Star Trek Discovery Season 1, Toufexis lent his talents not to a human, but to an alien creature. He portrayed the menacing Klingon-aligned alien Volodic in full prosthetics, a far cry from the espionage games of Kenzo. Despite the makeup, his unique voice and energy carried through. 5. Toryn Demu, Dr. Laura Sampson/Vulcan diplomat. Toryn Demu had a minor role in The Expanse as Dr. Laura Sampson, a UN scientist working under Avasarala's administration. While not central to the plot, she contributed to the show's rich tapestry of political and scientific intrigue. She later appeared in Star Trek Discovery in a brief but memorable role as a Vulcan diplomat during a tense negotiation scene. Her performance was marked by the stoic,